So welcome. Today we are looking at line sales 101, and this is Blue Sky property. For those who are joining us for the first time, Blue Sky is located in the research, that's where our office is located. So we are operating across the world. So we are not limited by anything. We are operating globally. So our corporate headquarters is located at 56, 56 Old Market Road in Onitsha. And on that, so people are joining us. What have you guys been? 56 Old Market Road, Onitsha, and this Old Market Road is close to post office is Onitsha. Post office is a popular place, so anybody can easily remember that. So if you want to ask anybody where is the post office, they directly to. So it's close there. Because our corporate information, our phone number, etc., we are sending all to all of us. So land share, what is real estate, by the way? Real estate is property in the form of land and house. Real estate is any investment that is attached to land. So any investment that is attached to land is considered as real estate. So that is why I keep saying that that land is the headquarter of real estate, because everything begins and ends with land. And that is also why I encourage people to invest in land. Whatever you put on land is money. You plant crops on it, you make money. You build house on it, you make money. You decide to do anything at all, you will make money from it. So that land is the beginning and the ending of real estate. So that is why it's very important and crucial that every one of us who invest in real estate thought it will help us to grow well. Land sales refer to the process of selling a plot or plots of land. The process of selling a plot or plots of land to a buyer. So when we say land sales, we are talking about you selling land to people. Of course, when you sell land, you'll not be able to carry the land and give to the person. The only thing you can do is to give documents. And we have explained several the kind of documents we give. We give deed of assignment. The size of the land is 50 feet by 100 feet. And in square meter is 464.5 square meters. That is the size of the land. Okay? So type of estate, type of real estate. You need to also know that in case you are conversing with somebody, interacting with somebody, so that you'll be able to know what real estate is all about. So, type of real estate and what real estate is all about. So we have the first one is residential real estate. Residential real estate. Any property used for residential purposes is considered residential real estate. Examples include single family homes, flats, duplexes, and multi-family residences are considered residential real estate. The style we started using in Lagos is gradually migrating to southeast and south-south, and then Abuja, where about 20 flats can be built on the same foundation. That's why you hear something like semi-detached, duplex, or detached. The picture you're looking at there is detached, top and semi. Once you hear semi-detached, duplex, it simply means it is connected together. It was built on the same foundation. Second kind of real estate is commercial real estate. Right? Commercial. Any building where people do business is considered commercial real estate. For example, any property used exclusively for business purposes, such as apartments, complexes, gas stations, grocery stores, hospitals, hotels, offices, parking facilities, restaurants, shopping centers, stores, and theaters are considered as commercial real estate. So anywhere people make money, any building where people make money, is considered as commercial real estate. So don't forget that. Next, industrial real estate. What does it mean? Industrial real estate is any property used for manufacturing, production, distribution, storage, and research and development is considered industrial. So if you have a pure water factory, that building is a real estate. The land you built it on is equally a real estate, and that building is considered industrial real estate. Because like I said, everything we do on the face of the earth begins and ends on land. All right, if you attended one of our on-site seminar on Mondays, I've explained that there is a connection between man and land. If you are born, you are given birth to a hospital. The hospital is built on land. And then your family takes you home. That house is built on land. You start crawling on land. You start walking on land. You start running on land. Everything is land. Then you grow up and your parents take you to school. The school is built on land. Then you relocated and get your own apartment on land. You got married, the church is built on land. You are doing business built on land. Working in an establishment built on land. All right? The day you die, you are buried on land. So there is a connection. Let me call it a common connection between man and land. So industrial real estate next. Land, which is the headquarters of real estate. It includes undeveloped property, vacant land, and agricultural land such as farms, orchards, ranches, and timberland. So any agricultural property are considered as real estate because you do it on land. So that's why it is. And then the final one is special purpose. Special purpose real estate. So property used by the public such as cemeteries, government buildings, libraries, parks, places of worship, and schools are considered as special purpose. And in case you don't know, people are actually making money by owning personal real estate, personal cemeteries. You may not believe that, but people are making money by owning cemeteries. In Lagos, there is a cemetery where the wealthy are buried. It's around that they are close to Lagos Business School. The wealthy have a cemetery where they are buried. So while you are still alive, you will buy a space there so that when you die, you'll be buried there. Most wealthy people in Lagos already have their own cemetery, their own spot, their grave at that cemetery. So for those of you who are looking for business ideas, owning a cemetery is one of the business ideas that means to be helping to bury the dead. So let's look at land sales. There are 9 things we're going to discuss, but I'm targeting 1 hour discussion. So we do 1 hour for today. Maybe we'll cover like number 1 and number 2, then another day we do another one. Okay? So land sales 101. The first thing in you making money, not just from land, but from any venture at all, is to be ready mentally, mental readiness, mental preparation. For you to be ready mentally is very crucial for anyone who really wants to create wealth and make money, right? Because everything begins and ends with the mind, just like land. Within determines without. I taught this several. What you are within will determine what you will be without. You can't be what you are not, what you are not. You can't be what you are not within. The result within determines the result without. If you are poor within, you'll be poor without. If you think lack within, you will experience lack without. If you believe you cannot be rich within, if you believe you cannot be rich within, you will prove yourself right without. So we are what we think all day long. They cannot be greater than the content of the mind. The realities around you are products of the realities within you. The results around you are byproducts of the results within you. In other words, you can't be in real life what you are not within. So if you are poor in your mind, you'll be poor in real life. That is the point I'm trying to make. So as you are within, so will you be without. As you think within, so you shall be without. You can never be externally what you are not internally. You can never be externally what you are not internally. If you are poor mentally, you'll be poor physically. It is those who are wealthy within that will become wealthy without. The realities around you are products, or let me say byproducts of the realities within you. So change starts from the mind, not from the pocket. Because poverty is not the absence of past. Poverty is the condition of conditioning that has been going on in your life since you were born. All right? Why teaching somewhere the other day, learn something that when a baby is growing up, the baby is not afraid of anything. The baby can run into fire. The baby can see a lorry on the road and run into it. The baby is not afraid of anything. But we'll start saying to the baby, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. So the conditioning process starts. By the time the person becomes an adult, we have succeeded in conditioning the person to behave in a certain way or to think in a certain way. So that is why a lot of people are limited in life because they have already planted many seeds in their mind that are already limiting them and stopping them from achieving what they have the capacity and the inherent ability to achieve. So as long as the person within believes that he cannot be wealthy, forget success. If you get the person within right, you will get the person right without. If you can get the person within right, you will get the person without right. If you are poor within, you'll be poor without. In other words, you can't be whom you are not. You can never. You can never be whom you are not. It's not possible. Now there are four steps you must take if you want to recondition your mind. Remember, you were conditioned in a certain way. And many things condition us. Okay? Our family, our upbringing, the environment we grew in, the things we have, or started hearing while growing up, those things molded our thought pattern and the way we see the world. So information becomes a mindset becomes a worldview, and worldview becomes a belief system. So no matter what you do to that person, the person can never do. So take the following steps. A, certain limiting beliefs. What are the beliefs that have been limiting you all these years? What are those beliefs? Ascertain what they are. The first thing you must do is to identify negative or limiting belief systems that are holding you back. These beliefs can be about yourself, your abilities, or the world around you. So you need to identify those limiting beliefs and deal with them. That is what I'm talking about. So maybe the limiting belief is a product of family limitation. Maybe it's a family limitation. Maybe it's a byproduct of your upbringing. Maybe the way you were raised. Just like the picture you're looking at there. That thing has been tying you down for decades, all your life. Some seeds, conditioning happened in your mind until now. Those conditionings are limiting you. Even when you see opportunity, you can't maximize them because you are tied, just like the lady. So maybe it's a family limitation, maybe it's a byproduct of your upbringing, maybe it's a product of your culture, all right? Or maybe it's the teaching to listen to. So that's why I tell people once in a while, evaluate what your man of God is teaching you, the things you hear in the church. Are they building you? Are they reducing you? Are they transforming your life? Are they making you fearful? So when you evaluate it like the direct Christian, you can say to yourself, I don't have to be here and I can't keep listening to this because the more I listen to these teachings, they are building negative mindset. Because whoever releases information into your mind is actually building a fortress there. Because those fortresses will limit you and make you to be limited and be frustrated in life. Right? So identify the things that are limiting you in life. Maybe the things you saw while growing up, somebody like me experienced it. So you are born in a poor family, you grew up in a poor background, it is natural to look at life from the perspective of struggle, right? From struggle's perspective, from limitation perspective. Actually, while growing up, I believe that poverty is a gift from God, is a way of life. Because I discovered that some people were wealthy while we were poor. So why was this so? Until I began to develop myself and recondition the conditioning, and then my life changed forever. So identify what is limiting you and deal with it. B, maybe you need to reflect negative thoughts. You need to engage in what I call mental warfare. Once you have identified negative beliefs, start replacing them. Start replacing them with positive and empowering ones. This can be done through affirmation. It can be done through affirmation, visualization, and other techniques. So you need to deal with those stuff. So learn to counter every negative mental picture with positive words. When your mind says, I can never be rich, you reply, I will be among the richest people on the earth. You're about to travel by road to Lagos, and suddenly your mind starts telling you you have an accident. Respond to it immediately. If your mind says the economy of Nigeria will limit how far you can go or how wealthy you can be, respond to your mind in the midst of economic challenges. Nigerian banks are declaring trillions of naira in profit. The economy cannot stop me. But that's how you deal with negative thoughts by responding to negative thoughts. Don't allow it to build a fortress. Uproot it immediately. That's what St. Paul said. St. Paul said, casting down image formation, imagination. Because words are pictures. If I say a boy, you are not thinking BYO. You are seeing a boy, human being. So we think in pictures. And that's why Brother Paul said, cast down imagination, pictures that are limiting you, pictures that are holding you down. See, cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing. If you're a psychologist, you know what this means. Okay? You need to reframe the frame of your mind. So this technique involves changing the way you perceive a situation or event. So by changing your perspective, you can change your emotional response or behavior. I call it the battle of the mind. So you mentally challenge every negative picture that pops up in your mind. You challenge it. So mind versus mind. This one is not word. Mind versus mind. So you suddenly start thinking, maybe I will not buy this car this year. Your mind also responds to that mind. I don't buy and finish. See, your mind says, in this BlueSky property, are you sure I will make money in this company? When your mind responds to the mind, you can be walking on the road, conversing with somebody, while engaging in this part. Your mind responds to your mind immediately. I don't make money in this part. I'm making 10 million before the end of this year. So that's what it is. So if you suddenly start thinking and meditating on how difficult it is to sell land, counter it by shifting your mind to how easy it is to sell land. Learn to replace negative thought with positive thought. Learn to do it. I do that all the time. I fight in my mind. I can be talking to you, but I'm fighting. All right? It's a battle. What is going on in my mind? So this one thought, you counter it. You'll be poor. I am rich. You can't succeed. My name is success. As you are going now, my father will hit you and you die. I don't reach my house since yesterday. So you keep countering it because somehow we like thinking about negative things. I don't know. That is why personally, if you call me now or visit me and say the Lord gave me a revelation, because we normally say the Lord, then is a dream. And you have a word, a revelation of prophecy from me. I will ask you, is it positive or negative? If you say negative, I say no, it can't be for me. Not because I'm proud, but because I'm very, very careful. I don't want the individual to plant the seed of fear in my thought. Because if because suddenly I saw you in a wreckage or in a ghastly motor accident, though the person prayed for you, but the seed has not been planted in your mind. So as you are walking on the road, you're thinking about it. So I don't want that seed. The only way I can receive your prophecy is if it's positive. Now you may say, why am I not receiving negative? Well, because I am seated with Jesus in heavenly places. I am on the same page with you. That's what the Bible says. Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 6. I am co-seated with Jesus in heavenly places. If you read Ephesians chapter 1, that is far above all principalities and power and kingdom and domain and any force. Let me now add and witches and wizards and native doctors and whatever. So I'm not afraid, but I don't want that seed planted in the mind. Next is visualization. Visualization, okay? Engage in daily visualization. And visualization involves creating a mental image of your desired outcome. So what do you want to have? I want between August 2025 to December 2025, I want to make 5 million naira commission from BlueSky property. Begin to visualize it. What I usually do is I will download the exact picture of that image and use it as a screensaver. If you go on Google now, you can see 5 million naira, 5 million naira, bulk of it. You download it and use it as a screensaver, and then be looking at it all the time because God said, write a vision. Another translation, I think the Living Bible said, on a billboard, so that he that runs will read it. So put it on a billboard. 5 million naira, August to December. Then once you wake up and you pray, the next thing you do is to pick up your phone or your device and you look at the picture, imagine yourself getting a lot of that exact amount of money. So by regularly visualizing success, you can train your subconscious mind to believe that it is possible and increase your chances of achieving the goal. I've done it for years and I've seen it work like magic. That whatever I visualize ends up becoming a reality. I've shared this story with us in one of our on-site training at BlueSky, that a man called Jim Curry, many years ago in 1985, was wanted to break into the Hollywood in America, in the Canadian, but it was difficult for him. So one day, he took his checkbook and wrote a check for himself, a check of $10 million, signed it, then turned the check and wrote at the back for acting services breakdown. If you go on the internet, you'll see the story there. And then he carried that check leaf on his wallet for 10 years. According to the story, at the back of the house in Canada was a hill. So once in a while, he will climb the hill, sit there, and then he will take the checkbook, and be staring at it like this. Be staring at it. There. For a long time, what was he doing? Forcing his mind to agree that I can get a role at Hollywood and they will pay me 10 million for acting service. Are you getting what I'm saying, my friend? So it's very fast. And then that was 1985. 1995, he got a role to act in a movie at Hollywood in America. Guess what? They issued a check of $10 million for him and said, and wrote out like he did 10 years before for acting services render. So you should do likewise by you creating a compelling picture of your desired future and then imagine it every day. Visualization. Whatever you imagine and believe, you can receive. Whatever a man conceives and believes will become a reality. So number one is mental readiness. For you to go and create wealth in real estate industry, you must be ready mentally to push, because there are many challenges. You encounter challenges, you encounter objections, you encounter hurtful words, people will say crazy things to you. So if you're not mentally ready, you give up. If you're not mentally ready, you give up. Because you feel that this thing is difficult. What can I can't pay myself. Let me try as much as I can. Number two, 15 compelling reasons to invest in land. At the end of this training, I'm going to post these 15 reasons and post it on our platform so that you can use it to convince and persuade your customers whomever you're talking to. Okay? So I'm going to post it for us so that you can have access to it. Anytime you are talking to a customer, you can easily use it to convince them. So 15 reasons why you must invest in land. 15 reasons why any prospect you are talking to, any lead you are currently talking to should invest in land. Let me show you. Number one, potential for passive income. Like the picture you're looking at there, the man is resting, but money is coming. I like passive income because why I'm resting, why I'm somewhere maybe on a vacation, I'm there and the lot is coming in, right? So you can use that land to generate passive income. For example, if you build a plaza on that land, you get rent, people will pay rent, your tenants will pay rent annually or whenever time you decide, or monthly. If you build an apartment there, you'll get rent from it. So you do it one, and the land will keep producing money for you. So when you invest in real estate, especially in buying land, you will have access to passive income. Now, I taught you at Oka, for those of us from Oka, that there are 5 kinds of income, and I mentioned 3. Number 1 is active income. Active income is you must be there before you can make money. If you're not there, you can't make money. And you can't depend, or you shouldn't depend on active income the rest of your life because you grow old one day. If you must be there to make money, that is active income, right? The second kind of income is investment. I think I spoke about investment that way. Investment income. So you invest in real estate, buy land, build on it, or use it as land banking, buy land, hold. When it appreciates, you sell. You can also use that as investment. And then number 3, passive income. Without you lifting a finger, you are making money. So that's one of the reasons that invest. Number 2, development potential. Future development potential. So as cities expand, undeveloped land near urban areas can skyrocket. That's what really happens. Oka, for example, as of 2006, I knew Oka before they, because I'm from Anambra State, so you have to go to the capital city or pass through it once in a while. Amansi is now part of Oka. All right? Amobia is now Oka. All right? New is now Oka. Literally all the towns and villages close to Oka, even in Nubuku is Oka, and now Oka. Why? As the city explodes, the population explodes, every nearby cities and towns and villages will benefit from the explosion. So that's one of the reasons why you must invest in real estate industry, and that is why I also invest in it. I grew up in Lagos. In the 80s, we used to go to Lekki Beach. If you know where Lekki is now, it wasn't like that at that time. In fact, as 1995, 1998, Lekki Phase 1 wasn't the way it is now. The most developed area in that place was Victoria Island. After Victoria Island, what you see are 2 lanes here and here. The most developed area in Lekki was Jakonde Estate, built by Governor Jakonde in the early 80s. That's the most developed area. Every other place was bush. All right? So once in a while, as we're going to Lekki Beach as a businessman, going there to supply ceramic tiles or mosaic tiles, I used to wonder why people are buying land in that place because it was far. Mainland and Victoria Island was the most important area. Every other place was pushed, even in Ikorodu, that people are buying land in now. Nobody goes to Ikorodu at that time. Now see what happened. Victoria Island got filled up, population exploded, people started migrating to the nearby villages and that. So Lekki Phase 1, I have a video in one of my devices of how Lekki Phase 1 was after 2002. It was still a primitive village. See what it is today. So that's one of the reasons why you must invest in real estate. 3, physical assets. So don't just have intangible assets. You must also have physical assets. Unlike intangible investment, land is a concrete resource you can touch, utilize, and feel. So that is one of the reasons why I like the real estate business, and I always invest. I've been investing in it for many years now. The real estate is a tangible asset I can see, I can feel, I can touch. There are some people, when you tell them go and buy stocks or shares, they will say, I can't see it. I want to see my investment. So land is an investment they can see. Number 4, land is a scarce resource. Land no they increase. Although geologists may argue with me, but they increase in number. I'm sure you already know that 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered by water. So we have more water than land. We have more water than vacant land. So land, no plenty like that. All right. So with limited availability, land becomes more valuable and demand rises. If you doubt what I'm saying, I saw those road as you're traveling to Lagos on the right and on the left, traveling from Nature to Enugu to Nature or Enugu to Owerri. You see all those land by the left and by the right. And you say, this land plenty. I want you to call a caterpillar, a machine, to go and clear it. I guarantee you will not come out of that land alive. By the time you enter there, the owners will show up. So every land is owned by somebody. No land is vacant. No land is not lying there. Followed. Somebody owns it. And most times they are waiting for development for them to maximize the profit in the land that are available to them, that their ancestors handed over to them. So with limited availability, land becomes more valuable as demand rises. Right? As at 10, 15 years ago, where we call 3-3 in Onitsha was bush. All right, see Onitsha now. Ukwede is now Onitsha. Iteje is Onitsha. Enugu is Onitsha. Where is it now? I can remember the name. Umwe is Onitsha now. What is the name again? Abilene is Onitsha. Can you imagine that? See Asaba. I knew Asaba because I used to drive. I started driving from Lagos to Southeast in the 90s. So I knew Asaba very well. See Asaba now. Anam is Asaba. Ibuzo is Asaba. Ogwasuku is Asaba. Isela Asaba is Asaba. All those villages and towns close to Asaba is now part of Asaba, and real estate companies are there. So land is a scarce resource. Plenty like that. If they finish, stop waiting. Buy now. Number 5, inflation protection. One of the reasons why you should invest in the real estate industry and equally persuade people to buy is that it is limited, right? And also because of protection from inflation. Land tends to hold or grow in value, safeguarding against rising costs or against inflation. What is inflation? What does it mean? In case you don't know, inflation is typically a broad measure such as the overall increase in prices or the increase in the cost of living in a country. Let me give you a layman definition of inflation. What does inflation mean? Let me tell you. If you carry 10 million, okay, let me say 1 million naira now, put it in a box, dig a hole under your bed and bury it, and leave it there for 1 whole year. By the time you bring it out, the money will still be complete, but the value has reduced. What does it mean? If 1 year ago you could buy 10 boxes or 10 packs of a particular product without 1 million naira 1 year ago, 1 year after, I guarantee you that 1 million naira may buy like 5 or 6 or 7. Why? Inflation reduces the power of your money, your purchasing power. That's why today 100,000 naira is the new 10,000 naira. 1 million naira is the new 100,000 naira. As of 2012, 2013, 2014, you can buy a car for US, used car for US with $1,000, $500. By the time you clear it, everything will be like 2 million naira, 1.5 million naira. Today you can see it. In fact, my car, if I want to resell it now, I will make at least 4 million naira profit because I bought it in 2021. So inflation reduces the value of our currency. Number 6, exchange rate was not affected. So if you trade here, our business owner, you know what I'm talking about. You need dollar to purchase this from China or from anywhere. So sometimes you buy dollar at 1,550 and it reduces to 1,520. You are losing 30 naira per dollar. Or you say, okay, the exchange rate is currently 1,520 per dollar. I will wait when it reduces more. When it goes down more, I will back. Then you waited, it's now 1,620. By the time you're buying it, you're already losing money before you buy. So that's why personally, I'm not generalizing that, but personally, I don't really like importation business because you lose money while doing it. Very important that you learn. Next, number 7, it appreciates in your absence. So, as someone like me, who is always on the move, may not be there in his or her shop to run business physically. So, when I invest in land, in real estate, I don't have to carry my desk and chill, sit there and start waiting for it to appreciate in value. I don't have to do that. All I have to do is to put money there, document, making sure I've already possessed the land physically. And when I do that, I'm sure that as I sleep and wake up, my land is appreciated in value. Like the gentleman, you're looking at that. So that's why one of the reasons why I like real estate business. To grow your business, you must be present. To thrive in your career, you must be present. To take your business to the global stage, you must be present. To do anything, to work in an establishment, you must be present. To do anything that will give you money, you must be present. The only business or the only opportunity or platform whereby you make money, whether you are there or not, is investment in the real estate industry. Number 8, it can be transferred to the next generation. So the Bible says in Proverbs 13, I think, verse 22, that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So one of the ways to know that you're a good man or a good woman, a good granddad or good grandma, is that there is something you will hand over to the coming generation. I think I have an audio, you can download it, it's free of charge. I can give you access to download it. The title is Breaking the Cycle of Poverty. The cycle of poverty is that you are born in a poor family, your parents are poor, already you are limited in life. Education will be a struggle, your fees will be paid late, your uniform may be torn, they can't fix it. So already you are limited. In that condition, you are looking for a job, you start a business, and you struggle all through because there is nothing, you don't have quality skill, you don't have resources to establish a big business. Then in that condition, you get married and you give birth to a child in that cycle. So the cycle continues from one generation to another. We call that poverty cycle. One of the ways to break the cycle is when you save money and invest in real estate so that you can hand over something to your generation or your lineage before you go to heaven. It's very, very important and very valuable. Number 9, it can be used as collateral. For those who want to borrow money from financial institutions, you need collateral to get money. I've discussed with bankers before, and they said that one of the reasons why they don't give money to traders or business people is there is nothing to hold on. Number 1, you don't even have documentation in your business. In your business, there is no accounting system. There is no in and out in terms of your cash flow. There is nothing. So money is, you spend whatever you like. You can wake up tomorrow and buy a car because there is no plan. You are not collecting salary. The business is, you see your business as your business, but I'm knowing that your business is a unique and different entity from you. So that's why you need to read this book written by me, the CEO's Guide for Growing Big Businesses. In fact, chapter 1, I dealt with the issue, especially for those of us from the Southeast, the issue of us running our businesses like a one-man business. So chapter 1, okay, developing the mindset of an entrepreneur, there I explain the danger of you running a business like a trader. All right, that's chapter 2. A new approach to business success, chapter 2. So you read it and see why our businesses are one generation. Because you are not accountable to the business. You see yourself as the business. So you are living today, that is Saturday, as you are leaving your shop or leaving your business place, you ask your secretary or whatever name you call them, how much is the bill? And she says 150,000. Give me 50,000 there. And she takes 50,000, she takes 20,000, and because you are shareholders in a disorganized business, people can steal from you without you being aware of that. It's very important that you take note. Number 10, real estate can never go out of fashion or lose value. Can never go out of fashion or lose value. That's why I like it. Nothing can, it's only real estate that you will never lose money in. As long as you buy from a real estate firm. I've said this severally. Please, I prefer buying from a real estate firm. I know I will spend more in terms of the price of the land will be higher than if I'm buying it directly from the villagers. But I'm rest assured that the real estate firm is protecting the land for me. So that is why all the lands I bought in Lagos and other places are from real estate firms. Right? It was expensive, but I preferred it down to pay attention to that. Number 11, house can be gotten by fire, not land. If the house caught fire, you can clear the debris and repossess your land because nothing happens to the land. The land is land and the land is there, always there, right? So nothing happens to the land, it's always there. Number 12, when you buy land, you own a piece of the future. For those who know, I shared this with you last Sunday, or last two Sunday, was it last? Yeah, last Sunday. I shared this with you. When you buy land, you own a piece of the future. That's one of the reasons why I strongly believe in the real estate industry. And I shared this story with you. On October 18, 1867, the United States of America bought Alaska from Russia for $7.5 million. Russia got cash, but they lost an asset. 7.5 million naira was a lot of money in 1867. Russia probably sold Alaska at a premium price, but today Alaska is estimated to have billions in oil and gas reserve. When you now add tourism revenue, you discover that though Russia made money in 1867, but actually America is making more money than the amount they paid for the state itself at the end of the day. Where you live right now used to be a forest. Someone saw the future and bought it. Someone saw the forest you are living in now 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and bought it. In my Korokoro eyes, I've seen bush turn into a city in Lagos, in Onitsha, in Enugu. I've seen bush turn into a city overnight. Some people benefited and are still benefiting from the bush that became a city. So sometimes when you take people to an estate and they say, it's too far and it's bushy, they don't understand that a bush can become a city overnight. So understand that. Number 13, diversification. Not putting your eggs in one basket. Like the guy you are looking at there. You put your eggs in different baskets. Adding land to your investment portfolio spreads risk as is less volatile than stocks or other assets. So real estate investment is less volatile. There are businesses you go in, it is volatile, like buying bonds, cryptocurrency. It is a volatile industry. You can make money from it, but it's volatile. You know why? I don't like investing in something I don't have control over. Anytime CEOs come to my office and say, please, I have issues, or I want to invest in something, I'll ask them, do you have control over it? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't invest in it. At least 50% control. So that's why I have never invested in cryptocurrency. Not because people haven't made money from it. It's good. I'm not trying to badmouth it, but I won't have a control. Some guy somewhere in America can sit on a round table and decide the price of Bitcoin overnight. The price will crash from 100 and something thousand dollars like this now per coin. It goes down to $0.5. So because I don't have control, I will never invest in that. It doesn't make sense. 14, strategic location. By buying land near emerging infrastructure, for example, new highways, airports, or tech hubs, you position to benefit from future economic growth and increase property demand. In this book, 15 Laws of Money, I explained, I had a chapter on real estate in this book, and there I explained how to know the area to buy land for. That is 11th law. He who owns the land controls money and men. So that's chapter 11. And here I explain how to know the area you should buy land. The moment you see federal government or state government building roads That is the sign the area is about to skyrocket. Market or shopping center. Another one, schools, high institutions like university. Area is about to increase in value. Airports, churches, mega churches in Lagos, help people to make money, etc. So buying land in developing areas, that is why in BlueSky, we have lands in developing areas. Most of our land in Delta State are a few minutes to Asaba. In fact, Oko is actually in Asaba. You cross the new Niger Bridge or old Niger Bridge, you just branch left, you see the land. The one at Atuma is the same thing. You pass through Asaba. Not far from Asaba, you get it. The one at Umwe, you have two estates at Umwe. You can stay in one of the estates. You'll be looking at the airport. The one at the airport road by itself. As you're going to the airport by the left, you are looking at the estate. So you see, our estates are strategically located. That is why we want you to buy, and we equally want you to sell. You can even invite your prospects. Send this link, the link for this meeting to them. Let them join so they can hear and learn how to make money from the real estate industry. I hope you are learning something today. And I hope you are grabbing information that will help you to make money at BlueSky, both now and in the future. Because the opportunity is there for everybody to make money. Right? So don't forget that. And the sooner you take action, the better for you. So that is why I encourage everybody I know. I'm telling everybody now, Ireland, they think I'm joking. So this is the right time for you to take action. Take action now. I'm taking all of us. Take action. Deal with delay. Some people say, I will buy. I will buy tomorrow. I will buy next tomorrow. Buy now. Number 15, agricultural opportunity. So land can be used for organic farming, vineyard, or livestock, tapping into the growing demand for sustainable food production in Nigeria and across Africa. So I've shared 15 reasons why you should buy land, and I will send the 15 reasons to us on different, in fact, I'll send it to the Telegram channel. If you're not on the Telegram channel, click the link now and join. That is where I'm going to post the 15 reasons. You can use the 15 reasons to convince or persuade customers to buy them. Now, there are 5 quotes I want us to look at. The first quote is from Mark Twain. And Mark Twain said, buy land, they are not making it anymore. Land is not increasing in size. God don't make the whole land they want to make it. Right? So buy land now because you know they increase in size. Next, don't wait to buy land. Buy land and wait. Right? People want to wait. They want to wait. When it begins to appreciate, they will buy. By day, you'll be buying from those who bought. Some people that are buying land in our states now, some of them are going to resell to late comers with profit in the future. So stop waiting. This is the right time for you to buy. Buy now. Next, Lois Glickman said, the best investment on earth is earth. The best investment on earth is earth. 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 All right? I'm saying it with phonetics. The best investment on earth is earth. So buy earth, please. Buy a piece of the earth. Very important. Buy a piece of the earth. It's going to help you, and it's very, very important. Okay? And then Andrew Carnegie said, 99% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. Every billionaire owns real estate. Even if not, they say they have factories, that is real estate. They have offices, that is real estate. So they have they make massive investment in the real estate industry. Next, Russell Sage said, real estate is an imperishable asset. That's why I like it. Land does not perish unless the day Jesus comes and everything ends. Real estate is an imperishable asset, if ever increasing in value. It is the most solid security that human ingenuity has ever been developed. So that is one of the reasons why I like it. So these are the 15 reasons why you must invest in the real estate industry now. So I'll give you one more for today. It's already 1 hour. For the next 20 minutes, let me give you one more so that we'll call it a day. So I'll share two things with you. Number one, mental readiness. Number two, 15 reasons why you must invest in the real estate industry. Finally, for today, number three, outline your inner circle, Outline them. Let me show you something that will help you. An inner circle refers to a small, exclusive group of people who are closely connected. Okay? There is a power in relationship. In fact, I have a whole presentation on how to sell through referral and relationship. The power of relationship is in emotion. Relationships can indeed be driven by emotions like trust and affection. Why would you ask your friend to give you 1 million naira and your friend will give you the 1 million naira without asking you to sign a document? Because of relationship, there is an emotional connection. We human beings, including animals, have when we say this person is our friend, right? Now look at the power of emotion here. Emotion then distorts logic. So relationship triggers emotion. Emotion distorts logic. This is generally supported by psychological research. Emotions can influence decision making. So because you love your wife or your husband, there are things someone else will say, and you spend time, judging it, looking at it. Is it correct? Is it wrong? Is it right? But because you love your spouse, you do it. Why? Relationship triggers emotion. Emotion distorts logic. So emotion influences decision making. So it is easier to sell to friends because they are emotionally attached to you, emotionally connected to you. So that is why it is very important, right? So this is often true in sales psychology. I'll teach you psychology in sales, all right? The relationship between psychology and sales. So emotional attachment can build trust and loyalty, making friends more likely to buy from you. What am I trying to say? Look at what I said here. There is power in relationship, and that power is emotion. Relationship is driven by emotion. And emotion distorts logic. What is logic? How much is the land? Where is the land located? What is the size of the land? Are you sure you're not a fraudster? Are you sure the land is genuine? These questions are called logic. Why are these people asking these questions? There is no emotional connection between you and them. But if the person is a friend, a relative, an acquaintance, housemate, classmate, neighbor, whoever the person is, logic will die because emotion has taken over. So your elder brother that lives in Germany can buy land from you because you are his sister or brother. So emotion cancels logic, and the person will buy because there is an emotional connection. So start calling everybody you know, relations, neighbors, I've said this separately, enemies, witches, wizards, native doctors, nieces, classmates, housemate. Do you know that a native doctor can be your downline? And the native doctor will somebody will come. You give me a hand view. BlueSky hand view. We know the fear. You can't do anything. If you do anything, that's spiritually the risk. So somebody will come, they lie. Those things they say, some of them are lie. It will be the gong. Go. The court say you should buy land. And then from nowhere, Baba will bring out our handbill and give a customer. And Baba is not like a pastor who will not pressurize you. Baba will say, if you don't buy it in 3 market days, you will die. Now, I'm not saying you should go and lie. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you and showing you what you know. How native doctors is and why against how they behave. Some of the things they say are like, we have already counseled people who native doctors say this stuff, and we told them they are lying to you. They are not truthful. Most times they see nothing, they're lying, they manipulate people because you believe in them more than ministers of God. All right, so go and talk to these people. They will back. Tell them about BlueSky. Show them how great our estates are. Send our handbills and the videos we're going to send to you to them. Please do this for your own sake. To sell, you need connection. There is nothing as powerful as connection. Why training rate was somewhere yesterday? When I came to after my session, somebody asked me a question: how can I get connected? How can I make friends? How can I take my relationship seriously? How can I be a friend to a wealthy person? Very simple. Don't badge into people and say, I want to be your friend. Do something for that person. Right? Buy a gift. If the person is celebrating anything, birthday, marriage anniversary, or funeral, attend and please dress well, look like a rich person like himself or herself, and go with a gift the person will value. That is how to connect with people, because the gift of a man will make a way for him or her. Go with something the person will find. If you put 200,000 naira in an envelope, wrap it, write your name on it, and give the wealthy person, will value it. If you take his picture or her picture, give it to an artist to create an artistic impression of the person on a very large board. If you wrap it and hand over to the person, he or she will value it. Take them to lunch. Sir, please, I would like us to go for a lunch on Sunday afternoon. I don't know whether you'll be available. Invest in relationship. That is how to get people to believe in you. On several occasions, people have, maybe after speaking, maybe in the church or in seminars, they say, please mentor me. I don't know who you are. How can you just say mentor me like that? You haven't read my book. You don't know about my philosophy. You say mentor me. No, go and start reading. So there's a young man from Enugu who never talked about mentorship. All he did was to read my books. In fact, yes, the other day on Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook, he posted 10 of my books. 10 of my books he read, and the testimony he shared. So he now met me and said mentorship, and started telling me about my book. It was easier for me to connect. But any time he sees me, he must give me a gift. The day he came to this office, he was one that brought this guy. I mean, he gave me this guy, a beautiful guy. He must always bring something. That's how to get connected to. You don't just bad into somebody, be my friend, be my neighbor. Especially when you need something from the person. Build that relationship. Take it serious. If you are poor, it is natural to surround yourself with poor people also. What happens is that you don't really have anybody who can buy land. Even when you tell them, refer me to somebody who can buy, you are poor. They are poor. Their friends are equally poor. So nobody can refer you. So you need to go and connect with people who can purchase what you are selling, right? You need to go to people who can purchase what you are selling. It's very important and very crucial. You need to go to people who have the capacity or the ability to buy what you are selling. Otherwise, nobody will buy. That is the idea. Go to people who can buy. Build a solid relationship with them. It's very important so that you can make money for yourself. Now, I want to give all of us an assignment before we close for today. And that assignment is very simple. I want you to create a list of 20 people or 20 individuals you believe can buy land or connect you to people. A list of 20 people who can buy land, a list of 20 people who can connect you to other people who will buy land from you. Send the list to me, and we are going to evaluate it. So create a list of 20 individuals you believe can purchase or connect you with potential buyers, and send the list to me so that we can do analysis and see how we can help you. Okay? So do that within the next 24 hours or 48 hours. Then send the list to me so that we can look at it together and see ways you can reach out to them for them to be able to buy from us. Visit or call each one of them, demonstrate the ability or show them the values inherent in our properties is very important. Then request for referrals, right? If you're going to some of them, go with a gift. Go with something substantial, something they can value, something they can appreciate. Go with it so that they can buy it from you and equally buy from others. Connect you with others. One of the things you need to do under number 3 is to host an event. Your coming back day should be a party. Print an invitation card, send it to everyone you know, and tell them we are having a party on that day. Do that, it's going to help. Your birthdays, naming ceremonies, housewarming ceremonies, invite people, then do a presentation. You can equally invite us to do the presentation on your behalf. That is how to do it. If you don't have money and you have people, I guarantee you that you can make money. You don't have money, but you have people. You know people. You have friends. You know people who can buy from you. All you have to do is to connect with them and make sure they are interested. And them being interested is the product of persuasion. Persuade them, show them the values and the reasons why they should buy from BlueSky Properties. And I guarantee you that they will buy and you make your plenty money. So I've shared several things today that I strongly believe will help you to make money if you show interest. And actually you are interested in what we're doing at BlueSky. Now remember what we have said severally. At BlueSky, you get whatever we say you get. There is no deception, no manipulation, no lying. Today we launch Augusta Wolf. Every 3 deals you close, we give you 50 kg bag of rice, we give you a blender, and we give you a clipper for cutting your hair. You know it's very important. Don't just go to a barber shop and they use clipper they are using for thousands of people to cut your hair or to barb you. Get your own clipper. We are giving it to you for free. So if you're a woman, you will like the rice, you will like the blender. If you're a man, you will like the clipper. So we have something for everybody. 3 deals for 3 gifts. 3 deals, 3 deals, 3 gifts. Now somebody may ask a question, what if I sell more than 3? Well, the gift is for every 3 deals, every 3 deals. So if you close 9 deals, that means you're going to get 3 gifts in 3. So go ahead and sell land. BlueSky will do whatever they promise you. Before we put out any information, we analyze it, we discuss it, we calculate it, and we make sure we are going to do exactly whatever we promise you. So go ahead and do that, and you are ready to make money. By the way, when you close those 3 deals, you will still get your 10% commission. Whoever referred you to BlueSky, we equally get their own 5% commission. On top of that, you will get 3 for 3. 3 deals, 3 gifts. All through the month of August 2025. And today is 2nd of August, so it's still very early. Go ahead and make money for yourself. And guess what? We are coming with more deals for you. Because at BlueSky, we told you, we are building a community. We don't just want to make money. We want to empower people through BlueSky. Personally, I hardly give cash to people. If you ask me for money, I'll show you a way to make money for yourself. Because if you give people fish, they will come back for more fish. But when you show them how to fish and show them how to have their own fish ponds, they'll be able to keep making money for themselves all the days of their life. So go ahead and make money. We're coming with more deals for you, more opportunities for you, because by force and by fire, in the year 2025 and beyond, You must make massive money from BlueSky properties. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any question, please type it in the chat box. I will read it and provide an answer. If you want to ask, unmute yourself, ask questions so that I can provide answers to you. Okay? So do that now. This is 1:30. Within the next 3 minutes, we are going to wrap this up. I will make sure we send the video to you. If the recording is full, you'll get it. So do you have any question for me? Remember, I'm still Coach Ifeanyi, and from BlueSky Properties, where everybody have the opportunity to make massive money for themselves. So do you have any question for me? Go ahead and ask. Send it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask the question. So I'm waiting for you. Go ahead and do that. Any question for me, please? We're going to do the part 2 of this discussion. Part 2 of it, maybe next week, Saturday. We're going to do the part 2 of land sales 101. John, do you have any question for me? Go ahead. Vicky, do you have any question? Udoka, do you have any question? Please, if you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask the question. If you don't have, well, I shall move on from here. Any question for me, please? Okay, since we do not have any question for today, I want to thank you immensely for being part of today's BlueSky Properties virtual training, specifically designed for those outside of Onitsha in Southeast, and also for those in Onitsha in Southeast. Our training will hold as usual on Monday by 11 a.m. on Monday, that is August 4th. And we're going to discuss another topic, not this same topic, another one entirely, simple sales strategies. I will post the handbill on our platform right away after this training. So please invite people. Remember what we told you. If you sell, you make 10%. Okay, look, I'll see your question. I'll see your question. I'm going to provide answers to that. If you make sales, you get 10% commission. If you refer somebody and the person makes sales, the person will get 10% commission. You yourself will get 5% commission. Udoka is asking what differentiates your estate and every other one out there. There are many of them out there. Thank you for this question. You are right. There are many real estate firms in Nigeria. If you started following BlueSky for like 1 month now, you would have seen the difference of BlueSky. For example, we launched BlueSky and we promised the following. We're already delivering them. First of all, our t-shirts and caps are for free. Registration is free. It may not be free forever. So many people have registered, hundreds of people have registered, and we gave them the t-shirts and the face cap for free. They registered for free. If you buy land from BlueSky, no other documentation, no other payment for documentation. What does it mean? If you buy land now, we'll issue a receipt to you. After the receipt, we'll give you the document. We now take you physically and show you your own land, your own portion. You are free to fence it. You are free to build on it. No other payment to BlueSky, directly to BlueSky after paying for the land. Can you imagine that? In most real estate firms, I know very well because I've been in the industry for decades. Some people pay 500,000 naira for documentation. I know another real estate firm, they charge 1 million naira for documentation. So we are waiving every other payment directly to BlueSky, waiving it for you. So it's literally free. So there are many differences, okay? All our approaches, our marketing approach, everything about us are different because we have been in the industry for a long time. So I'm not joking. If you pay attention, go to our Facebook page, go everywhere, you'll discover that everything is different. So we are doing everything for free, training for free, everything free. The event, the Massive Money Conference we attended at Boca, we spent serious money there, free. We gave you water free. We registered you free. Everything free of charge. We even gave you free money, free. So we are doing everything possible to help you. Like I said, at Blue Sky Properties, we are building a community where people can be empowered. If we just want to make money, we'll charge you for everything. But we are doing it for free so that you too can make money for yourself. So, and also the grandfather of differentiation is integrity. What we promise you so far, we have delivered. Whatever we promise, we deliver. I don't want to badmouth other real estate firms because as a professional, you are not allowed to badmouth others. Okay? But I can tell you many real estate firms that promise heaven and earth and they fail to deliver. Right? So many people, I'm sure some of the ambassadors already have experiences in different real estate firms. So I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. It is not right to do that. But I'm telling you that at Blue Sky, we are different. Our approach is different. Our promises are different. What we do are different. We do free things for you. But of course, we know that sometimes people do not actually value free things. People value what they pay for. We're doing that to see how we can help you and help other people. So thank you so much, Mr. Doe. God bless you. So if you have further questions, please, you send it directly to me. I'm sure you have my phone number. You can see it on our WhatsApp platform and Telegram. Send it to me directly. We can dialogue on it. If you have anyone that wants to go for inspection, we are ready for you. All right? So we appreciate it so much for making our time to be part of this. I remain Coach Ifeanyi from BlueSky. We know we love you already, and we want you to be successful. Right? So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. If you have further